Hey, Shakopee High School, this is Mr. Pullicky here, wanting to take a little bit of time to talk to all of you about Saber Time. That will be taking place on Wednesdays during each block. What is Saber Time? Saber Time is housed inside of each block of classes. So you think of block 1, 2, 3, and 4. Saber Time takes place in each block. It is Wednesdays only, and it's protected academic time. So what that means is there is no new instruction during the last 20 minutes of each class. So if there isn't new instruction taking place, what is happening? What is happening is intervention, enrichment, which I will go into a little bit more detail here in a little bit, but it can also be time to do some school-related events, business. If you think back to last year, those of you who were here last year when we were on our 7-period schedule and we had homeroom every day, sometimes we would do some things with you around registration, testing, other school business. Those are some examples of some things that could take place during Saber Time. One key thing to remember, though, is that Saber Time is classroom time. All classroom rules are in effect. In fact, that's a good segue into my next slide here that talks about what is not Saber Time. So Saber Time is not a break to leave the classroom. It doesn't mean it's the last 20 minutes. I'm just going to leave. I'm done. It's downtime. It's not that at all. It's not snack time. It's not a time to check out. Again, class time is not done early. It's not time for you to engage in personal technology, Netflix, social media, gaming, those types of things. But what it also is not, it's not the only time you can access help or support. So this isn't, to clarify that a little bit, this isn't replacing anything, right? So if you make arrangements with your teacher, you come in before school, you stay afterwards to get help, that doesn't replace this. This is an additional piece that helps you get access to help and support. This next slide here is a calendar that kind of breaks down some different dates that has Saber Time, some other dates that are on here as well too. On the left-hand side is the breakdown for all of quarter 1. What I did on the right hand is I took the first several weeks of school and just blew it up a little bit bigger so you could read it. So if you look at Wednesdays, on the 11th, the 18th, and the 25th, it says Saber Time. It's those last 20 minutes of blocks 1 through 4. And on those 3 weeks, it says intervention/enrichment. But then when you go down to the first week in October, Saber Time says homecoming activities. So what that would mean is on that day, we'll do some things, some activities associated with homecoming, which I'm sure will be some pretty fun things. Why are we doing Saber Time? In a nutshell, we are doing Saber Time to help you be successful. So to dive in, when we're talking about intervention and enrichment, here's what that can look like. During that last 20 minutes, it could be time where you're getting support, getting help from teachers. There could be some one-to-one work going on. There could be some small group work that is going on. Could be an opportunity where maybe there was a concept that was difficult for a lot of students. So your teacher is going to reteach or give you an opportunity to relearn a challenging concept. It might be a time where you're going to retest. Maybe there's something you need to make up, and that'd be the perfect time to do this. It could be as simple as time to get your work done, right? You might have everything all figured out. You're doing great. You're on track, and you just need that additional academic time for some work completion. Because that could be that time when you're doing your work completion, your teacher might be working with some other groups of students. Again, it's that time to access support from teachers, but could also be some time to access support from your peers. And it can look different from block to block, depending on what kind of class you're in and what's going on in your class at any particular time. And then that other part of Saber Time, again, is to keep you aware of important school business, going back to those examples that I gave earlier, right? Registration, testing. I gave the example of during homecoming week, we'll be doing some things, some fun things during Saber Time. So hopefully that adds some clarity overall about what Saber time is. When you get to your class, your teacher will be the driver that will provide some clarity and give direction about how that 20 minutes is going to be used. What my hope is that this just becomes something seamless. There isn't going to be a bell that's going to signify Saber time. It's just going to be a transition that is going to take place. Again, it's still very much class time that you'll have available for all these things that we talked about. So that's everything that I have for you. I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to my message, and have a great rest of the day.